Hey guys, this is NFL Fan 13343 back here with another video. Yesterday I did the most overrated team in the NFL heading into 2018. Now this is me the most underrated. So I'm gonna go positive now. Now before we get to my main team, I'd like to there were some teams I was considering. The Lions being one of them, because they have a clutch and pretty underrated quarterback in Stafford. They got probably the best receiving core in this league, an above average offensive line, and a pretty strong secondary. Now their linebacking core and defensive line still need work, but they could be good this year. I won't be shocked. That being said, I was considering them, but I didn't feel like they were good. I just didn't feel they were my team. I just feel like they weren't underrated enough. So another team that I was considering were the Redskins. You have a guy that can have winning seasons in Alex Smith. He didn't even have that great of a team in Kansas City. Now you've got running backs like Samaje Perine, Robert Kelly, and Darius Geis. Plus you've got receivers like Paul Richardson now, and Jameson Crowder, who is extremely underrated. I feel you've got probably the best tight end in this league, not named Rob Gronkowski, Jimmy Graham, or Travis Kelce. I think he's fourth best tight end in this league. He was hurt though last year. So and their defense wasn't that great. Is pretty underrated too, although I think they'll finish near the bottom because if the Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne chemistry works, it will work out well for the Redskins, and Iodonis isn't bad either. And at linebacker, you got guys like Mason Foster and Zach Brown, probably the most underrated linebacker in this league. Plus, you got Trent Murphy, Preston Brown. Plus, their secondary, you've got Josh Norman, who I think is a little overrated, but still good. You got Monte Nicholson and DJ Swearinger. But I didn't feel like they were underrated enough. And one other team I was considering were the Cowboys. Just like, oh, Dak had a really bad year. Oh, he's a bust. Da-da-da. Dude, he's going to bounce back. I won't be shocked if the Cowboys make the playoffs. And you got a top 5 back in this league in Zeke. Although I feel he's slightly overrated. And at wide receiver, we got plenty of good receivers like Allen Hurns, Cole Beasley, Terrence Williams, and Anthony Miller, or whatever that third round pick receiver's name is. And yeah, they got probably the best offensive line in this league, other than the Eagles. Their defensive line still needs work. Outside of DeMarcus Lawrence and David Irving, who else is going to start? Will it be David Irving? Will it be Daco Charlton? And really, Malik Collins isn't that great either. And I mean, at linebacker, you've got Sean Lee, Leighton Vander Esch, if he can stay consistent, and Jalen Smith. And in the secondary, it's pretty strong. You got guys like Byron Jones, Jordan Lewis, Jadobe Uzie, Anthony Brown, Xavier Woods, Jeff Heath. Got a bunch of young guys in the secondary. And if Earl Thomas gets added to the mix, it could be a dangerous unit. So, but they just didn't feel like they were underrated enough. But that all being said, my most underrated team, the New York Giants. Here's the thing, guys. here's the thing. You all are probably saying, this team's going 6-10, 7-9 next year. I mean, that's probably a little low, guys. Remember 2016? That team went nuts, and we were all saying this team is gonna go 12-4, 13-3, win the Super Bowl and all that. But they were just a flop that year. But that wasn't their fault. That was Ben McAdoo and the offensive line's fault. Plus, there was a ton of injuries, suspensions, etc., etc. But now you've got Eli Manning, who could potentially be a Hall of Famer. You've got a freakishly talented running back in Saquon Barkley, probably the best running back prospect since Adrian Peterson. And you've got a good receiver, and then you've got good receivers coming back from injury in Odell Beckham and Sterling Shepard. Plus, you have Roger Lewis, who is really a nobody there, but he can contribute. And you've got a pretty decent, pretty good tight end in Evan Ingram, who could break out in year 2. And the offensive line is improved. Nate Solder and there was one other lineman, I don't know his name, but their line improved. Defensively, on the other hand, they're not as bad. Like, you've got, like, you switched this before, but you've got guys like Damon Harrison. Excuse me. Who else do they have? They also have, they have Damon Harrison. They have Olivier Vernon, Dalvin Tomlinson, and so on. And then linebacker. And they've also got guys like Alec Ogletree. And I love that acquisition. And in the secondary, you got Jackrabbit Janoris Jenkins, who could be primed to bounce back this year. And safety in Landon, and a pretty good safety in Landon Collins, who didn't have a great year, but that was because he was partly because he was hurt and because he was on a really bad team. But now I think this team will bounce back this year. You might be calling me crazy, but I think they will. My record prediction, 9-7. But remember, this team could very easily get in the playoffs. I wouldn't be shocked. I'm not sleeping. A lot of people are sleeping on the Giants, but I wouldn't be. Not with that kind of team. I mean, they still need to fix a few more things, like maybe add another lineman on the offense and maybe add another defensive back that is actually good. But that being said, guys, I have them going 9-7. You heard it from me. I am our NFL fan 13343, aka Wireless3. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please give a like and please subscribe to this channel because I plan to make more NFL content soon. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment if you agreed or disagreed or think something should be added or changed or whatever. Then please do. But regardless, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.